Alright, so we are back for the Sewcialites number 14 block, which is the Serenity block, and I am making the 9.5 inch block. And luckily they're starting us off with something really simple after the holidays. So what you're going to need is 5 3.5 inch squares of your background fabric, which is the white with the blue detail for me. And then you're going to need 4 of your 3.5 squares for your print, and 4 2-inch squares for your other print block. So what we're first going to do is we're excluding one of the blocks of your background fabric, because that's going to be your middle block, and it's going to just be a plain block. And these are also plain as well, so you're just going to put those aside. So you're going to need 4 of your 3.5 inch background prints and the 2-inch print squares. And what you're going to do is you're taking this right sides together, flipping it in half, and putting it in the corner of your block, like this. And then you're going to sew on a line that you're going to draw on your block across, and flip it out so you have some nice triangles in the corner. So I'm going to put these all on. I'm going to draw a quick line on them diagonally, here to here, here to here, here to here, and then on the last one, here to here. And when I have done that, once I have sewn directly on that line across and ironed it to the dark side, I will show you those finished blocks. Okay, showing you really quick, I have drawn my lines, and you can see that they're going diagonal from corner to corner, and they're going to make a nice pattern once we have sewn directly on these lines. Alright, so we are back now, and I have finished sewing my blocks. So I've gone diagonally, so it makes a nice little square triangular piece to the edge of your block. I have cut it to a 1/4 inch seam allowance on this side and pressed it towards the dark side. So now we're going to set up the formation of the block. So you can start with your middle piece, which is your background fabric, and then you can take your 4 3.5 inch print fabrics and line those up kind of to make like a cross or a T, like this. And then you're going to take your triangles and make sure that they're pointing in towards your center block, like this. And the last one over here. So now that we have that lined up, I am going to sew across and form the 3 strips first, and then I will fold them down and do a 1/4 inch seam allowance on all these pieces. So I'll come back after I've done my strips to show you where it is, and then we'll fold it down, sew across here, make sure we have nice good points here, and probably going to be iron in towards this block and iron out towards the red blocks, just so we have a nice good fit here in these corners. So I'll come back once I've started sewing those strips for you. Alright, so I am back. I have sewn them into my strips, and I have put my seams in towards the solid print blocks for the top and bottom, and on the outside I have pressed outwards. I'm going to repress this one just to get it correct, but this will be pressed out so that way these two will lock together when I flip them down to sew. So this will be flipped down, also a 1/4 inch seam allowance here, and I'll probably press the seams open just so that it has a nice finish to it. And then with the bottom one, I will also flip it up and do a 1/4 inch seam allowance here, making sure we have good points all along the way, and then probably press it open so it just lays flat. So I'll come back to you when I have finished that. Alright, so here's the finished block, and what I've done is I have pressed my seams open here so it just lies flatter, but they're their 1/4 inch seam allowance. They are steamed. Well, the seams are set, and then I open them and iron them, and they're all 1/4 inch seam allowances. So this is the final block, number 14, Serenity, for the Sewcialites quilt along, and I hope this tutorial helped you in creating this block. Thanks for watching. If you liked the videos, please subscribe to my channel and like, and you can also check out anything that's going on in my blog, or vlog technically, and the link will be down below. Have a nice day.